years, I've tried to make a 1 to 400 real-life, realistic replica of Newark Liberty International Airport. Even though each version got better over time, I was still not satisfied with the final product, until I invested in the $600 tarmac-designed Newark Liberty International Airport Terminal A. So, in 1 to 400 scale, I present to you the best version of Newark Liberty International Airport. Here we go! And starting us off for today's super dramatic Newark Liberty International Airport update, we will focus upon Terminal A exclusively for this airport update. Over here at Gate A1, we have this Air Canada Express Bombardier CRJ705 receiving its luggage and catering for the turn out to Halifax, Canada. And departing the gate in 1 hour out of Gate Alpha 2, we have this Air Canada Express Bombardier -8 Q400 in the toothpaste livery, receiving its catering on board for the flight out to Montreal today. It'll depart the gate in 1 hour. And arriving into Gate A3, we have this Air Canada Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner in the toothpaste livery. Really need to update my Air Canada fleet. This aircraft arrived at the gate 20 minutes ago for the flight from Vancouver. And let's segue into today's Delta lineup. Over here, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A319 by NG Models. What a fantastic model. This aircraft is receiving its catering and will begin boarding its first passengers for the flight out to Raleigh, North Carolina. And the world's most luxurious cargo aircraft. Over here, we have this FedEx Express, or FedEx Feeder rather, Shorts 360, departing the cargo terminal for the flight out to Philadelphia International Airport. And if you currently like the GSC lineup that you see today in today's Newark Liberty International Airport, you can currently save 10% on all of the GSC that you see today by using coupon code Hawaii10. Over here at Gate A5, we have this Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ900, known as the $10,000 Waffle Collectible CRJ900. This aircraft is arriving at the gate from the flight from Boston Logan. Out of Gate A7, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200, the only carrier here at a Newark Liberty to really operate the 717. This aircraft is departing into the gate from the flight from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And our last Delta Airlines aircraft, we have this Delta Airlines Bombardier CRJ900. First, prepping up the passengers and aircraft. This aircraft will depart the gate in 1 hour for the flight out to Cincinnati. And really starting the heart out of Terminal A over here at the gates, we have this American Eagle Embraer E170 receiving its luggage and fuel right now as we speak for the flight out to Washington Reagan International Airport. At the next gate, the flight crew is currently cleaning out this aircraft with a laboratory truck. With this American Airlines Airbus A321 with sharklets, this aircraft will begin boarding after the plane is cleaned for the flight out to Dallas-Fort Worth today. And wow, over here at the gates with this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Reno Heritage livery. This aircraft is first beginning to board up its priority passengers in first class for the flight out to Miami, Florida today. And our last American Airlines aircraft before we begin the massive United Airlines presence at Terminal A, we have this American Airlines Airbus A319, hard standing at the gate. It'll begin boarding in 90 minutes for the flight out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And beginning our massive lineup at United Airlines over here at Terminal A, United Airlines is pouring its operations into Terminal A. It ran out of enough 60 gates out of Terminal C, so what they do, they move into B, and then they move into Terminal A. Over here, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the new Evo Blue livery with the split skimmers, departing the gate right now for the flight out to West Palm Beach, Florida. Waiting for the 737-700 to depart its gate, we have our first new model. This Star Alliance United Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is the GeminiJets version. This aircraft is arriving at the gate and is waiting for the 737 to depart. It arrived at the airport from the flight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the world's most luxurious aircraft over here in style. We have this United Express Bombardier CRJ-200, the most luxurious and spacious aircraft out there. This CRJ-200 is receiving its bags and passengers on board for the flight out to State College, Pennsylvania. And arriving at the gate, we have this United Express Bombardier CRJ-550 in style. This aircraft is arriving at the gate from the flight from Cleveland, Ohio. And our second Star Alliance livery, because I ran out of United Airlines 738s, we have this Star Alliance Boeing 737-800 by NG models. This aircraft is getting its cargo on board as well as its final catering for the turn out to Tampa, Florida. Taxiing towards the terminal, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving at the terminal from the flight from Orlando, MCO. And receiving its bags to the flights, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 receiving its bags on board as we speak and beginning to board the boarding process. This aircraft will begin boarding in 15 minutes for the flight out to San Antonio, Texas. Just arriving at the gate and deboarding all the bags and passengers, we have this United Express Embraer E170 arriving at the gates from the flight from Portland, Maine. And wow, over here at gate A19, we have possibly my personal favorite aircraft, the United Airlines Boeing 737-900 extended range, heavily being catered with the bags for the flight out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, a flight I was on about a couple months ago, right out of gate A19. This aircraft will depart the gate in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Here at gate Alpha 20, we have this United Airlines Airbus A320, first boarding its first-class passengers and United boarding groups 1 and 2 for the turn out to Savannah, Georgia today. And another United Airlines aircraft, we have this Boeing 737-800, United Airlines, of course, to everybody's surprise. This United Airlines Boeing 737-800 will depart the gates in 2 hours. We'll begin the boarding process in 40 minutes for the flight out to San Diego, California. And another United Airlines aircraft again. We have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Aviate livery. Near the nose cone of this aircraft. This aircraft is just pushing into the gate from the flight from Miami, Florida. Here at the gate, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-900 with split skimmer winglets in the old livery, of course. This aircraft is first bringing its first crew on board for the flight out to, we will send this aircraft to Chicago. And over here, we have another United Airlines aircraft, this United Airlines Boeing 737-700 with the old livery and the split skimmers, of course. This gang is catering on board, really rocking that United Airlines retro catering truck for the flight out to Washington Dulles. Taxing out towards the runway with this United Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split skimmers, taxing out the runway for, you guessed it, Denver, Colorado. And the last United Airlines narrow-body aircraft, we finally made it. At gate A25, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-8, a MAX 8 actually, sorry the United Airlines, the Boeing aircraft was really screwing me up. This aircraft is getting its catering on board for the flight out to, we will send this aircraft to Orlando MCO. And what is this? Over here we have a United Airlines wide-body aircraft. Believe it or not, these gates at a Terminal A are somewhat used for the wide-body flights, as United Airlines kind of ran out of room out of sea, as they're rapidly expanding Newark. Over here we have this United Airlines Boeing 787-10 getting its catering on board for the flight out to San Francisco, California. Our favorite airline, we have this United Airlines Boeing 777-200 arriving at the gates and departing all the bags and passengers. This aircraft arrived at the gate from LAX. And a different airline, finally. Over here we have a JetBlue Airways aircraft, another new model, a second new model by GeminiJets. This JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 is receiving its catering and passengers on board for the turn out to San Juan, Puerto Rico. JetBlue usually operates out of this corner out of Terminal A near gates A30 to A35. This JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 is receiving its fuel on board right now as we speak for the flight out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And over here at gate A33, we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 getting its catering and first passengers on board for Cancun, Mexico. An international route I've seen JetBlue operate a couple of times here out of Newark. Departing gate A35, we have this JetBlue A320 with Sharklets departing the gate for the flight out to West Palm Beach. And the last aircraft of today's airport update, unfortunately, at gate Alpha 35, we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A321 in the balloon's tail being tugged into the gate. This aircraft arrived at the airport from the flight from LAX. And that wraps up today's airport update of Newark Liberty International Airport. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's massive upgrade of this new Tarmac Designs terminal and the map by Layer Layouts. I'd like to thank Andrew of Tarmac Designs, Layer Layouts, and of course Robert and Paul from Executive Display Desktop Models for running the Newark Airlines show. If you haven't already checked out their store in Hopewell, New Jersey, I'd highly recommend it. This is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off. I do apologize for not uploading too many videos lately. I do plan on doing that very, very soon, and Newark will become a monthly series. Again, this is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off. Encouraging you to subscribe, and hoping you enjoyed today's video. Have a good one.